Hi guys, it's Amanda here and welcome to the studio. Welcome to another Friday and Inspirational Shorts, where I share with you a particular supply, tool or book that I'm using, that I have used, just to give you a little bit of inspiration to see whether it's something that you would like to use yourself in your creative practice. If you want to see a tutorial for any of the products that I share, then leave a comment. So yeah, let's get on with today. Hello and welcome to Inspirational Shorts. It's Amanda here and I'm so glad you could join me and look at some of these art supplies that we have. So the word for today is profound. Profound. It's so profound. Anyway, so yeah, let's get on. So think about how the word, what that word means to you, and in terms of your creative journey, what is it saying? You know, how can you, even if you were, you know, maybe take some time and go into your art journal, think about how, you know, what that word does mean to you and what you would say about that word. Now, today I am looking at the Deco Art acrylic paints, the Crafter acrylic paints, and this one's the Americana Deco Art acrylic paint. I guess they do a range of acrylic paints, but these are the ones that I brought. So initially brought these three. I think they were on offer and so I picked them up, and I guess that's again why I've got so many of these small paints, because they're handy. If you can get them on offer, you can get them really reasonable, and it's a great way for you to try different paints and supplies and see how you like them. So I'm actually a Deco Art member, and I will be doing some tutorials on some of the supplies that I have with them, so that you can see those at some point. But I wanted to just show you some of them in action. So this is a good example of how, if you leave your supplies, so I've hardly used this, well, I say I've hardly used this, but it's practically empty because it's dried out. But this is a really nice paint. The coverage is really nice. It's, you know, quite well pigmented, and you've got a nice finish, if you can see here. This was one of the outdoor paints, the ones that I did last week, that you will see here. So I just thought I would carry on this page and make it a nice background from the paints that I've used. So that one has dried out, but again, pigment is really nice. And this is, and again, so you will see the difference. This says all-purpose professional artist quality, highly pigmented, water-based. I've just seen that. So this again is useful for a range of different surfaces. Very opaque in terms of colouring. I've got a metal piece here. I'm not going to use my brush because my brushes have got water in it. I'm going to put a little bit on the palette knife and see how it goes on. What I did with this piece of metal, it's very thin piece of metal, is I had kind of embossed the surface. So okay. Ooh, I never thought about doing that. So, oh my gosh. So, look what's happened here. What's happened here is that I had embossed it, and once I've applied the paint, I can rub off and you've got the paint left. I know that's, you know, something that, you know, you can do anyway, but I never thought of doing it with metal and paint. And I've got loads of these little strips of metal. I've recycled the, you know, the tea lights. They cut like butter, and they're really to emboss in them. You can get some really nice effect. But knowing that I can paint them, the paint won't lift. I can then rub it, and you've got the paint in the indentation. That's something I'm definitely going to be doing more of, and you probably see some pieces of work with inspired by, you know, using metal and having paint embedded in them and having different designs. So that's one of them. So that's really nice. I like the finish. As it says, it's opaque. And then these two colours, I think they're the same colour actually. Cornmeal. Yeah, yellow cornmeal. So I only need to open one. But again, these were on offer. So and that one's blocked. This one should be okay. I used to love this colour. So it comes in a range of colours. This one isn't as opaque as, you know, obviously it's yellow, but it's going on quite nicely, quite smoothly actually. And if you wanted to use it like a translucent paint, you could. Obviously you don't have the finish translucent in terms of, you know, you can layer it, you see the colour underneath, like let's see, like these. So these are the translucent paints I shared, or did I? Yeah, these are the translucent paints I shared a few weeks ago, and the finish on the paper is absolutely beautiful. And you see the different layers underneath, and this is, you know, very similar in that, you know, it's a yellow cornmeal, but you can layer it on top of other colours. And in terms of the paint, gosh, yeah, I haven't used this one at all, have I? Ooh, let's have a look and see. Well, you can tell I haven't used it much because it's not as dirty as the others. Ooh. Gotta answer the phone. Okay, so back to the Deco Art. They're quite matte in finish, and they are matte finish, and you can use them on most or in most craft projects, as well as, you know, using them in your art journal as well if you want. So I've just blended those two colours. Yeah, so these are the only two colours I've got of these ones, but I will be getting some more because they are really handy. They're very affordable. It's 2 fluid ounces, and yeah, I think it lasts quite a long time, dependent again on the particular project you have. But it's good to have these kind of you know, for little craft projects that you may have. It's good to have these hanging around the house, hanging around the home. Yeah, so if you want to see a tutorial on creating a project from this, or doing an art journal page, like I've got this one, I would probably finish off the art journal page and create, maybe using a limited palette, or if I'm near the store where I can get some more, I will. But yeah, Crafter's acrylic, Deco Art, matte finish, water based, fast drying, permanent. So that's great in terms of, you know, working on different craft projects. You know, you've got a paint that's not going to peel off or anything, so you can use it on wood, etc. Okay, so I hope that's been useful. Remember to share, like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Okay, take care for now.